One of the most frustrating thing for men is the lack of sex in their lives. It is painful. And what is even more frustrating is when you finally get on a date, or when you have a date set up with a woman, whether you met her online, you met her at a bar or a club, or you met her talking to her on the street, and it leads nowhere. This is something that I've experienced time after time, and what has changed this is a lot of the work that I've done internally in myself, removing a lot of what I'm not. But at the same time, there's a certain amount of preparation that goes on in order to open things up to invite sex. So this is what I want to guide you guys through today, is steps that you can take in order to have sexual energy flow between you and her with more ease. So some of this is going to be technical in nature, where stuff you got to set up in your apartment and how you get dressed and all that stuff. But this is a loose guide, something that you can go off of if you don't have a lot of experience and you feel really nervous, which is normal, and you're about to go on a date with a woman. So hopefully this will help you out. Let's get started. The first thing that you want to do is you want to set up your apartment. Clean up your apartment, and most importantly, set up your bedroom. When you clean up your apartment, it doesn't have to be like eat off the floor clean, and doesn't have to be like no like dust anywhere. It just has to be generally clean and clean enough. The area that you want to pay attention to is your bathroom, because that's most likely when she comes back to your place. If she comes back to your place, that will be most likely what she's going to be using. So you want to have like all the hairs and all the stuff clean around the sink, the toilet, and have it stocked with the toiletries and hygienic stuff on hand. When it comes to setting up your bedroom, you want to have it appeal to all senses. You want to, when you walk in, and every touch, every smell, the sounds. So have nice lighting in your bedroom. This can be done with some cheap Christmas lights that you could pick up for a couple of dollars, especially now that that Christmas is over. Just string those along your bedroom, or have some nice candles. I have both, so have candles readily available along with your lighting. And at the same time, condom placement. Wherever you place your condoms, have it close by the bedroom, so whenever you guys are actually in there, you don't have to walk across like another place in order to go get them, and have them already set up to where they're not already strung along, that they're already separated by that way you could rip them open and put them on easily. Once you cleaned up your apartment and you've cleaned up your bedroom and set it up the way you want it, the next step that you want to do is start by cleaning yourself up. This means showering, manscaping, especially your pubic hair, around your ass, in your ass, your mouth, your beard, however you want it, have it cleaned up. Your fingers, especially, because when it comes to fingering her, any hangnail or any rough spot that you will have is just going to be painful or irritating, or both. So one thing that you can do is you want to rub the tips of your fingernails on your lip And any rough spot or anything like that, you would be able to feel and clean up with nail clippers or a file. Now that you're showered and shaved, just like me, put on some nice clothes. You don't want to meet her looking like some general dude. Kind of like the other day I saw this beautiful Hungarian woman. She was going to meet a guy on a date, and this guy was just wearing some shit like he just got back from a hike in the woods or something. And she had these thigh-high boots, a nice black winter coat that met her thigh-high boots, like where there's like this much of her leg showing, and this just amazing looking. And just the expression of when she saw that she was meeting this guy was like, really, I got dressed up and all nice for this? Even though the guy must have been an amazing guy, it's just put in a little bit more effort. Not only just to look nice for her, but to look nice for yourself. So put on nice clothes. Things that you also want to bring with you on the date that you want to make sure that you have is condoms. You want to have at least 2 minimum. I carry 3 anytime I have a coat on. It's just one more that you could carry. The reason that you want to have 2 is because you don't know where you're going to be having sex. If it's at her place, she might not have condoms on hand, so you want to have them with you. If it's somewhere in between, in the back of your car, in an alleyway, or maybe at the restaurant or a cafe where, in the bathroom or something like that, that way you have them readily on hand. The other reason is the first orgasm is always going to be for her. For the most part, it takes women a lot longer time to climax than men. So your focus is always going to be on you giving her that experience. And the next is just going to be so you can ejaculate, so you can come. So that's why you always want to have 2. Another thing that you want to be sure that you have on you is gum or some kind of mint. When it comes to kissing, you want to have a fresh breath and as clean a mouth as possible. So gum or mint is something that will take care of that. Also, if it does go back to her place, then you're not going to be carrying around your fucking toothbrush and toothpaste with you. So when it comes to having sex in the morning again, then having some gum or some mints on you will get rid of the morning breath and will make it a much better experience. It is completely normal and human to be nervous when you go and meet and connect with somebody new, because you're going into the totally unknown, a whole complete human existence you're about to meet. Millions of experiences that they went through is going to be shared with you. Their entire life form is going to be shared with you. And that's exciting. It's totally unknown. And you're about to do the same with her. So it is natural to feel nervous. It is natural for your body to react because something wonderful is about to happen. You're about to go and connect with her. But if these feel overwhelming to you, come back to your natural breath. Your natural breath is your natural connection with life. And when you're centered in it, relaxation will come. And as you are relaxed, you will invite her to relax into you and make the flow of sexual energy that much easier, because you are totally present with her and she will be totally present with you. And the wonderful, magical exchange of you two coming together will come. And before you leave your apartment to go on the date, if you do have a roommate or something like that, you want to let them know that, hey, I'm going out on a date, and yeah, I might bring her back to my place, and I'll text you if that does happen. Just letting them know so they could make themselves scarce if and when you do bring her back to your place. When you're on the date with her, forget about sex. Completely forget about it. Put all your focus on being and connecting with her. And it's very simple to do. Say what you want to say. Whatever it is that you feel that you want to say in the moment, say it. When you feel that you have nothing to say and you just want to be in silence with her, so let it be with that. And at the same time, give her the space to do the same. And listen with 100% interest of your entire being. Listen with your whole being, with your whole body. Because even in the silence, there's still a communication between you and her, if you're engaged in it. Do what you want to do. When you feel like going for the kiss, go for the kiss. When you feel like going for the touch to get close to her, go for the touch. But at the same time, see how she's responding to you. If it's a clear no, then that means not right now. Doesn't mean that she doesn't like you. It means that just not right now. And that's fine. You can still be with her. And when it comes to the touch and when it comes to the kiss, as a man, and I know this isn't fair, but it always has to be initiated by you. That's just the way it is right now. That's just the world that we live in. So go for it, but at the same time, see how she wants to be led. There's going to come a point when you're on the date that you have to decide whether you feel the connection strong enough to where it's going to continue on to escalate to sex. It may not be, it may come in the form of spontaneously rushing off to the back of your car, or it might be just going to the bathroom or wherever it is that you're having a date, or her place or your place. It's something that you have to feel into, but this is also you feeling how the connection is between you and her. Has there been mutual touching and kissing? If so, try and continue that. But you have to make that decision. You have to initiate it. And then it will be up to her whether it's yes or no, or a maybe. If it does lead back to your place, don't rush. Just relax. the same way that you were on the date. Relax. And then as things escalate again, lead her to the bedroom. In the meantime, you can be playing music, you could be dancing with her, setting up the entire environment, turning on your candles, turning on the lights, grabbing some tea or something at your place. But don't rush it. Because the thing that will put her off is this pressure, oh shit, like I haven't had sex in like weeks, months, or for some people like fucking years. I know, guys, I get it, I've been there. But the more pressure that you push, that you put, the more that it will have this impression, kind of like when a salesman comes up to you on the street. Like, they may tell you something friendly, but behind it is this so much pressure of their agenda and them wanting to take because they're under a lot of pressure, and you're under the same thing biologically. But know that wanting to rush into it is what will push her away. So, if it does lead back to your place, just relax, take it easy, and let what's natural come together, which is you and her, and lead it back to the bedroom. This is Jordan with Connected Expression, and I'll talk to you soon.